Hey Mallards, it's Monday. You can see a little smattering of my stars here because the laser light is on, but I have other lights on in my bedroom. Today I worked and had a very productive day, actually. I'm still a little bit behind because last week was crazy and today was also crazy, but I'm catching up and I feel good about what was accomplished and what I've been able to do so far. And then after work, we got on a call with Mel and we all watched Twelfth Night together, which was really exciting. We had planned to go see Montverde Academy do Twelfth Night, which was supposed to happen last weekend, but Corona. And so it didn't. And we'd been looking around trying to figure out if we could find Twelfth Night somewhere, and the National Theater has a YouTube channel where they are putting up a new live show every week, and it just so happened to be, it changes on Thursdays, that last Thursday to this coming Thursday, it's a production of Twelfth Night, which was super exciting because it means that we could watch the show during the time period that we would have watched the show, which is really cool. And that production is fantastic, would highly recommend. In fact, I'll link it down here. You should absolutely check it out if you like Shakespeare. Twelfth Night is one of my favorite, it's probably my favorite. Twelfth Night's my favorite Shakespeare show. It's like, I also really like Richard III, but I really enjoy Twelfth Night. And Mel had never seen it before. In fact, it turns out that her only real experience with Shakespeare was Romeo and Juliet, and so she thought she didn't like Shakespeare because Romeo and Juliet is terrible. Fight me. And so, as a result, she hadn't seen anything else, but she really did enjoy this. This staging in particular is really cool. It's a little bit more modern as far as setting goes, but it uses all of the original Shakespearean language, and it's just fun. I like some of the changes they made. There's some stuff I don't like. They have a lot more women. So in their version, Olivia is only waited on by women. So she is her uncle, Sir Toby, and then his friend Sir Andrew are both still men. But all of the rest of her retainer are all women. So like Maria, who is always a woman, but then Marvolio is Marvolia, and Fabian is Fabia, and Festa has also become female, which I think is really cool. It just puts a different dynamic on a lot of things. It also puts a fun dynamic on the Marvolio is in love with Olivia a bit. It's said that because of all of the cross-dressing and whatnot that Twelfth Night is pretty gay, but like this was a real gay version of Twelfth Night. They did a few things like that. One of the things that I did not appreciate, I liked it at first and then I realized that later on it was upsetting, is usually Antonio and Sebastian have this sort of like father-son sort of thing when he rescues Sebastian from the sea and takes care of him, but they made it romantic in this, which when they kissed the first time I was like, yeah, I'm in. I'm absolutely in. Let's do this. But because Sebastian still ends up going off with Olivia and like marrying her at the end, you just feel real bad for Antonio, which is usually not the way the show ends. Like the show ends with you feeling bad for Marvolio, or at least like a little bad for Marvolio, depending on like how the person plays Marvolio. But this time I felt bad for Marvolia and for Antonio, which was unexpected. But the rest of it was really, really fun. I liked the setting. It was fun to talk with Mel through all of the bits and see what she catches and what she doesn't. And she commented that apparently dick jokes have been around forever. And I was like, yeah, I mean, Shakespeare was the king of dick jokes. You clearly haven't seen enough Shakespeare. And we also discussed the fact that we would both watch the sequel where Marvolio just gets revenge on the lot of them, which would be entertaining. Especially this performance. I don't know who the actress is who played Marvolio, but she was phenomenal. Like, wow. She's very, very good. She's clearly a comedic actress of some sort. Her physical comedy, on point, and just everything else about the way she did things was magnificent. So if you like Shakespeare, please watch Twelfth Night, this version. It's up until this coming Thursday, link down there. If you're not a fan of Shakespeare but you want to try Shakespeare, highly recommend this version of Twelfth Night. I think you will find it entertaining. And I will see you tomorrow.